Welcome back to another video on After Flash Mirage. In this video, as you saw in the title, I'm going to be showing you a beginner's guide and a quite decent tutorial on, we're going to run through basic character creation, a couple of the buttons that you can use for normal things, a couple hints, and sorry if you can hear that. I'm losing a train of thought right now. We're also going to go over basic RP rules, okay? And lore, I don't know if I already mentioned that. So when you start the game, it's going to sound like this. You can either press M as in mango, on your keyboard, and turn that off as a little keybind. Or you can go into here and click toggle radio. A couple things over here on your left side. You're going to find customize, which we'll do that later. Roll d20, which a d20 is a dice that it has 20 sides, and you can use this for role-playing or scavenging. The general rules is if it's 15 or over, then you successfully do it. If it's 20, it's like a critical success, and if it's at 1, then it's a critical failure. Metavision is the ability to see where people are on the map. That can also be toggled with G on your keyboard. G for guy. Headwear. You can toggle this when you're wearing different headwear. It will turn it off or take it off or take it off or turn it on and off. OOC means out of character. You can do this when you can clip through buildings that were created by people using the prop placer, or you can just use this as you're spectating. Settings. If you open this up, toggle rain splash is where when rain hits the ground, it will splash. All of these things, you can turn them off if you do not want to kill your computer. If you have a good computer like me, then you can turn all of these on, except for this one. This one makes so at dark areas, it still is light, because this game can get pretty dark. So let's go over customize first. When you go into customize, you have a couple things. You can turn your character fully around using both of these. You also have the choice to a name. Now, what's good than other games is that you can, say, like that, click it, and then you can select where you want to delete it if you want to change it. It's very helpful. You can have a bio, which a bio is a brief description about your character, but also a brief description on what your character looks like, where your weapons are located, stuff like that. Important information for other people to know. Don't just go in and say, parents died in the Flash, likes reading books and anime and katanas. No, you're not going to say that, because if somebody goes up to you and says, oh, your parents died, and then you go along with it, that's fail RP, which is the abbreviation of FRP. FRP, fail roleplay. And because that's metagaming, which metagaming is when you or someone else knows a certain thing about your character or something that that character is not supposed to know. So if I walk up to you and click your bio and I see that your parents were killed in the Flash, and I start a conversation in roleplay saying about our parents killed in the Flash, and then you bring up your parents killed in the Flash, then my character now has that knowledge and now can maneuver that knowledge. We've got a couple tabs here. We've got character. These are presets, so these will be a full costume. Now these ones, please do not run these. Bug Eye, Fly Trap. Don't run an MK1 suit. I'll go over that. Crusher, unless you are an actual Crusher. Mutant Hitman, unless you are an actual Hitman. Don't run this unless you're actually running a Rad C. And I know there was another one. I forgot what it's called. It's called the Fly Trap. Yeah. Don't run this unless you're actually playing a Rad C. Now, I'm going to go over this quickly now. So, first of all, these Bug-Eye, all the rad Cs, you can look in the lore and stuff like that. Which an easy way to find the lore is you just go to Discord. Or hold on. Discord. Okay. And I'll send the link to the Discord in the description below. But there's a Flashstorm Discord. Which, if you don't know, Flashstorm is like the people that made this game. So you can go over here, and then you can go to form log, and you have all this lore, right? So there's all of this stuff and rules of ATF and ban appeal and all that. And you can even go to announcements, and you would sometimes find the corrupted, which is a new update. These are rad Cs, which is a different variation from the rad X's, which are mutants. Unless you are thinking about playing one of these guys, I would not recommend dressing up as them, as it would be fail RP. Anyways, all the others are available, listing different props and cool little things that you can put on your character. A reason for not using the MK1 suit or the SLF MK2 is because these are for restricted actual seals. Synthetically engineered, what is it called? Synthetically engineered something, shoot, I forgot what it was. It was synthetically engineered assault league, that's what it was. So if you're not a seal, and you don't know the lore of the seals, don't wear this at all, okay? Don't wear it. That also goes for the jumpsuit, or the seal jumpsuit, and the seal jumpsuit one. Don't wear this unless you are a seal, or seal remnant, seal descendant, unsung seal. If you're not any of those, then don't wear these. Same goes to the SLF jumpsuit. Unless you're a part of the SLF, don't wear this, okay? Unless you're a part of the USCPF, do not wear this. Understand? Good. Now, going to the MK2. The MK2 was developed by the SLF exclusively. It is a better, more bulky, stronger, with more abilities, power suit. And these suits were they were basically like power armor in Fallout, but more lore-like. It makes more sense. So don't ever run this unless you have permission from the group that you're in to wear it. Which they are pretty, let me tell you, they're pretty awesome. Me being a SEAL myself, I don't have the SEAL, I don't have access to the MK1 since I'm an unsung, so I'm still waiting for my application for that to get my SEAL suit. Which the unsungs are basically that we were in training to get our SEAL suit, but then the flash happened, so then we were cut off from that liberty. So we're regaining back to get that suit. So yeah, there's that. So don't wear those, okay? PDAs. I personal display, something like that. I can bring up here, we have a technology guide. Now, right here, these are the color codes. Available to all players, require proper sensible lore to use in roleplay. Lore item only. Orge, LPM plus, lore play master. So you can get verification from a lore play master, which they can be on the Discords. PDAs, let's see here. Personal digital assistants, I was totally wrong. These things are widely available for civilians and or military personnel. Think of them as basically an iPhone on your wrist. They can display holograms, they can display maps, they can display books, they can play music, they can do stuff like that. It's basically, you also have the ability to write on it with a pen, like one of those little stylus things with like a 3DS or something. Think of it as a phone on your wrist, okay? And these are pretty rare. You need sensible lore for a PDA, even though it doesn't say it in the guide, and it says it's available for everyone. These were finding a working one more like is very rare. Um, but finding just a crappy little dented up one that can only play music or something, and you RP that, that's fine. That's totally fine. You don't need lore for it. I'm just recommending that you should have lore for it. Next thing, there's also going to be a SLF PDA. This one, I don't know. I think they're stupid because they're yellow and golden. SLF is stupid, in my opinion. The SLF is, we'll go over the main factions soon. You can wear that or whatever. I don't care. Let's see. Let's go over, if you click up right here, you have the access to put any accessory or edit your body color. So if I go out here, I go over here and go over to Avatar Shop. Say I want to go to accessories and I want to find a cool glasses. So you go into here, right? And you look up here. You double click, hold Control and C, or it is like something else for Mac or something. This is on Windows, so then you go back, Control and V, load accessory, and there you go, you have it. I will also give a link to the retexture server, which they supply some good different retextures, which they're right here. You can, yeah, so here we go. This is pretty sick, not gonna lie. A multicam armored balaclava. So then you would click it right there, and then there you go. You got a unique texture. How to make these? No idea. I go off of what people do. So you could get pretty cool ones. People get pretty inventive. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that part. Anyways, you go to tools, and you're probably going to see, well, that's level 30. This one's level 50. So you're probably going to see, unless you did the Haxer stuff, you're not going to see the Proto Haxer or the Haxer. You're not going to see that. What you might see, I really can't. Okay, Stakeout. This is this is the first, like, weapon that you get. Now let's go over a couple keybinds. Q is to holster, okay? Like, hold it like that. You can press Q and toggle anytime. People always say, how do I shoot? How do I shoot? Well, you need to pump it. For assault rifles, I'm not sure if you really need to. You might need to, but you click E. That pumps around into it. Now you click where you want to shoot, and then afterwards, just like a rear shotgun, you gotta pump it. The shell casing goes out, you fire. Once you're out of, once you're out of shells, you're going to reload, and then pump it out again. Those are your keybinds. You press 1 to grab out your primary, and when you have a secondary, you would press 2, which we're going to have a secondary right here real quick. I think first one you get HK9, yeah. HK9 and the Mendel 11, I believe, are your starter ones. HK9, standard pistol. Wait until the hammer or the slide is all the way back. Reload. Cock the hammer back, and there you go. Press 2 for that one. Now, you could go over to tools. You could go, I think there's another one that you have an option to, the Mendel. You're only going to have option to the Mendel 11. So, cock that back. Granted, that one is a lot louder and a lot more powerful. So there you go. Now, I have a bunch of game passes and stuff like that due to me playing this game a lot. So I have all these guns. They get pretty cool looking. Like, you get that. But then if you can also level up, which I like this. You can level up, get, like, say the AK-47 after a certain level. Leveling up is just a process of playing the game. It takes about an hour or something to level up. There you go. An assault rifle. By the way, if you don't finish off a mag and you load in another mag, you don't need to reload. Just like in real life, which I appreciate that, since me being a little bit of a gun guy. Fusel. Not to flex, but I'm totally flexing right now because these are stream giveaway items. You can either buy these with real life money, and I think these are about $15 for this set, but I got it for free in a giveaway. This is, by my knowledge, the only burst assault rifle in the game, and I'm pretty proud that I chose this one. Yeah, and then you got the Warden, which is the only automatic, well, I don't think it's the only automatic, but it's an automatic pistol with a suppressor on it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if it's classified as an SMG or a pistol, I'm not sure. Here we got the shop, which you can buy these stuff with scrap parts for Robux. And yeah, that's pretty simple. Just a couple things. You could be a dog and stuff like that, and prop placer stuff. You can have data, which these are save files. So if you want to save your character, you click Save Current Character, and you name your character and put a save spot. Or you can load your last character if, like, say I'm going to go Skunk. Alright? And I want to load my last character. Hold on. Go to Masked Man. Hold on. Oh. Fine. We won't. Jeez. I'll go to Grant. So, there's that. Yeah. So, another thing I'll go over is you can click up this, and these are all your little thingies. You can also click these with, like, the coordinated, like, this is 3 for the prop placer, Hunter Clipboard is 4, Geiger Counter would be 5, so then you can do all that. You can hit all these, and these are the emotes. You can click it once to activate the emote and click it another time to deactivate it. They are pretty cool. You can use them in different scenarios, and I like them. Now, we're going to go over simple lore. If you look into the description of the game, it will have an option for this, alright? So, these are the official lore. I recommend reading this, very, very much so recommend reading this. Like, I really do. I'll leave a description for this as well in the description. Read this, okay? Read this. Main factions I'll go over are the USCPF, the United States Civilian Preservation Force. They're basically America, the U.S. government. I'm trying to think right now. It's basically a reformed U.S. Army. Civilian Defense Front, the CDF, they're basically just civilians that made a group that now, like, helps other civilians. The SLF, they're stupid. They believe in the libertarian thought where everyone else bends to their knee, and they think that they want all of this stuff, and they're like, nah, because they're stupid. Locations, there's Crater View, which is taken over by mutants right now. There's all these stuff, all these different things, and yeah, it's pretty much just a quick little rundown of all of that stuff. Now, if you want to go to a different location, it's pretty cool. This is the Golden Field Mountain Complex. This is for USCPF, so don't go there. This is the Cliff Guard. So if this is the big town where all the civvies hang out, so you can travel there. This is Atom Kick Factory, which is pretty awesome. Civvies hang out there. This is Fort Viridian. Don't go here if you're stupid. Go here because SLF is stupid. So yeah. This is Infected Crater View. So don't go here unless you're a mutant. Boulder Cove, highly kind of epic now. People are making a comeback with it. Over here is the motel, which used to be the CDF headquarters, and then the SLF was like, and then blew it up. And then the CDF headquarters were over here. So then we were chilling out over here, and then SLF came over and was like, and tried blowing us up again. Because they're stupid. So then the bridge ruins. That's for kind of how to get to the barge. And then this is the resort, like the getaway island. Those are pretty awesome if you want to just be away from people. Over here is the Lake Mead Nuclear. You don't want to go here unless you're a man, because there's the big, huge mother right there. Yeah, that's pretty much all of that. So let's hop into Cliffguard. In Cliffguard, you are not allowed to have your weapons out or unholstered unless you are a part of the CDF or the USCPF or SEAL. Basically, if you don't have a reason to have your gun out, don't have your gun out. There's multiple shops. There's a bar here, which is pretty cool. You can explore this out for yourself if you come here. It's a pretty neat area. So around the area, there's a lot of cool stuff. Basic RP rules. I noticed that there's a dude man up here. So what we're going to do is we are going to just RP with him. Now, there are a couple ways to RP. There's combat RP and stuff like that. So I'd walk up to the stranger, right? Oh wait, that's not how you spell wipe. I wipe off my brow as the rain soaked me. Yeah. So this is basically how you RP. So you would do a quotation mark, and you would use proper punctuation. If you're using OOC, you would say OOC, or you would use a bracket, and you would say, hey man, what's up? So then if you're about to go back into character, you would go IC or IXC, and then you would use that. You can use this, you can use brackets, and then use text, or you could use, I don't know, this and use text. You can use whatever you want, but then you would say IXC at the end. To do an action, I would highly recommend that you don't use these stars, due to them taking up more time. So you would say, like, I jump in place for about 5 seconds. If I can spell it right. So then you would just be like, and then you do an action, right? So if you're in CRP and you're combat role-playing and you're fighting people, then you would only do one action per thing. So I'd punch him in the neck. So then you would be like, I'd punch him in the neck, and then I'd block. I guard. And you would be like, I'd duck to the right. I'd move around. I'd roundhouse kick the opponent. Sorry if I spell stuff wrong. I'm not the best at spelling, but you know. So KO means knockout. So then they're knocked out. So then, yeah, basically that's pretty much it. Let's see, what else can I go over? Stick to the universe, dress accordingly to the universe. Pick your weapons accordingly to the universe, which they're pretty much all in the universe, right? Have sensible lore for the things that you do. Have an actual relationship with your character and make your character unique. Don't fail roleplay. That means like just don't be stupid and say like I'd walk around with my pants down or something. Well, that might actually be an okay roleplay. Never mind. All right, but anyways, see you guys. Keep on surviving and stay safe.